Okay, we'll start. Still, very less strength is there. Is my screen visible to everybody? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let me take 1 second consent that I am audible to everybody. Am I audible? Just
Yes, sir.
okay. We'll start immediately without wastage of time. Actually, today many very less strength is there. Still, we'll start. Last time we have discussed about the some of the important concept related to we can say qualities. Especially, we discussed a lot, and we have played very interesting activity also related to your how many qualities do you have, and how many qualities you are not having, you are not possessing nowadays, and what should be done. That discussion we have done last lecture, right? And I have given a small homework also related that you are not having some of the qualities with you. I asked you people to note down all the qualities, and later on I have asked you to work on it with some action plan. I hope everybody has done this exercise. Obviously, I am not asked anybody that how many qualities you are not having. Definitely, this question will be from my side will not be there as some lacuna should not be asked, but I asked that what are the positive qualities you are having. So you contributed your qualities and strengthen that qualities also. Yes, qualities are there, but try to improve that qualities again and again, strengthen that, so it will be useful. So that discussion we have done last lecture. Also, uh, we discussed some of the part related to factors affecting or influencing on entrepreneurial development and motivation. And we started discussion on economic factor, right? Economic factor. And in that economic factor, we have discussed 5 sub-factors like lack of adequate basic facility, non-availability of capital, non-availability of raw material and finished goods, greater risk involved in a business or enterprise, then non-availability of skilled worker or labor. The discussion we have done, and remaining 3 parameters remain to discuss. But I want to focus light on this economic factor once again. So this is a very important factor which affects entrepreneurial development, especially in developing countries like us. So economic, without money nothing will run, and there are very many sub factors related to economy. So just I will focus some light on these particular points. So like lack of adequate basic facility. lack of adequate basic facility. So we discussed the basic facility like there is no electricity, there is no road, there is no telecommunication related facility, right? So such water facility, irrigation facility we discussed last time, and such a facilities cannot be generated by individual person for his organization. It should be prepared or generated at some place, and it should be distributed at small amount to every individual. But this basic facility, if it is not there, then entrepreneurship will not grow. That discussion we did last time. Then non-availability of capital, money is not available. That capital investment is not available with developing country. Yes, we people always come to know that there is a bank is ready to pay money. Yes, they are ready to pay money, but after a certain time, when you become successful, after that they are ready to give money to you. But at the beginning, capital is not available with potential entrepreneur like you, right? We have discussed like one example. You need one machinery from Germany or Japan, and for that you need money. So in at the beginning, nobody will give huge amount of capital to you at the beginning for potential entrepreneur. So this is a very big problem that way. So we discussed that example. Then non-availability of raw material and finished goods. Actually, raw material supply sometimes it is not available continuously, right? It happens. So there may be some problem due to that raw material is not available. Many problems may be there. Let us take example from other country we are importing material here. But if some country got good money from other country, suppose we are purchasing semiconductor related material from other country, suppose 1000 per kg like that. So if somebody other country will get like 2000 rupees per kg, then that person will send there, right? The developer country may give anything, any amount to any material as they have money, but for us it is not affordable. So that raw material will go to semiconductor material will be purchased by some country, and then supplier country will not give to us because we are purchasing in very less amount. Getting, so this is the problem. So that time raw material will not be available. This is a condition. Again, sometime it happens like we have to transport material from or to ship material. Shipping cost of that particular material is huge, and sometimes the big entrepreneur generally make stock of that particular raw material. But for potential entrepreneur like you, it is very difficult to make a stock of raw material by investing working capital. And if you invest your working capital, then for daily use, for running your organization, working capital will not be there, and obviously this thing will be affected or it will be influenced in your organization. So this is very important factor that we discussed. Then greater risk involved in this particular enterprises. Reason we discussed, like there is a fluctuation of demand, there is a domestic policy of government, foreign policy of government. If foreign policy, domestic policy of government will change, then there is a big risk to entrepreneur, right? So that discussion we have made last time. And the last point from last lecture was non-availability of skilled labor. Skilled labor is not available. Actually, labor, there is no problem in our country, but skilled labor. I always like to give example of 3D printing machine. 3D printing machine, especially, suppose you need operator for that 3D printing metal machine related kind of thing. So in that case, you need, labor is available, but to operate that particular machine, skilled person must be there. For he should think for optimization, he should think for machine capacity. That person should have skill, and this is the problem in our country, like we generally call it as a developing country. So these are the economic factors last time we have discussed, and let us discuss about the social factor now. So social factor, in social factor, first factor is custom and tradition. Custom and tradition. So you know, custom and tradition means Rudi and Parampara. Custom means Rudi, tradition, Parampara, vagare. So we know Marathi meaning of it, and from that Marathi meaning, I hope you understood the meaning of custom and tradition. European country, they are not giving any value to that particular custom and tradition. Rudi Parampara आपल्या इंडियामध्येच आहेत. So let us take example. Suppose our Indian people think like on particular day we should not take decision, on particular day we should not travel, on particular day we should not take decision. So customs and tradition. So let us take example, a few example. There are so many custom and tradition, but we are not here to discuss about various custom and tradition. Every religion have their own customs and tradition. So this factor affects entrepreneurship development. I have given 2 3 example. Like suppose on particular day people don't want to travel. If there is a big order on that same day, or big deal is going to happen on same day, then what will happen? That person may lose the order, right? So custom and tradition definitely affects the entrepreneurship development, but not like economic factor, but it affects. But in European country, if you see, there is no any kind of custom and tradition, right? So they have their culture, but customs and traditions are not there. So in our country especially, custom and tradition plays a very important role, and due to this our entrepreneurship development is getting affected, getting influenced also. The next parameter is that rationality of society. Rationality of society means rationality meaning we generally take it as a logical. So our society is not illogical. We actually we should not say for our society, but it is true. Let us take with the learn with the help of some of the example how our society is not a rational. See, when society will be called as rational, so many philosophers are telling if resource utilizations of that particular country is utilized logically, resource utilization, then that society will be called as a rational society. हा त्या व्यक्तीचा एक डेफिनेशन दिली की सोसायटी रॅशनल कधी म्हणायची की सोसायटीने जर त्या पर्टिक्युलर कंट्रीचे रिसोर्सेस प्रॉपरली जर युटिलाइज केले तर ती सोसायटी रॅशनल म्हणायची. And a country like us, people are not rational. Let us take an example. Suppose in our college, we start all fans. Even there is one person sitting in a class, we start all the fans, and even it is not required. And one person is sitting on one below the one fan, but other fans are running unnecessarily. It happens. Everybody is not like that, but it happens. Right, so this is not a proper utilization of resources, means some part of our society is still not rational. Getting another example, petrol. We people always like to travel on vehicle, but if you discuss about the other countries, like European countries, they try to use bicycles, they try to use the solar vehicles, right? They try to use renewable sources, solar sources, right? So these I would say this European countries society is rational, and a little bit we are not rational as compared to them. So this also affects, right? Some people may like big entrepreneur will purchase all the material, and he is not ready to give to his colleagues or his other partners. He want to use all the resources of his organization in and don't want to share with all the remaining people. So rationality, I want to say with the help of these examples, like rationality of society is very important. Society must be rational. Like European people are very much rational, they think logically, and they use the resources logically, they use the resources properly. Then and then you will say like society is rational, and this is a social factor, right? Society must be rational, and we are the part of, we should start from us. You are the part of our society, I am the part of my society, our society. We should think always rationally and become a part of rational society. And if our society is rational, then definitely entrepreneurship will grow like anything. Next factor is that social factor, or social system. In social factor, another point is that social system. So all of you know our Indian social system, how it is, especially joint family system is there. Our social system is there like joint family system, and you know meaning of joint family system. Joint family system means what? All the family members are living in one home, and all their activities are going on in a group of all the members, right? So joint family member, there are so many members in joint family, right? So you know joint family meaning. So this is our social system. And I would say this kind of social system is getting affected by uh, in our country, especially in entrepreneurship development. So let us take example. Suppose there are 10 people or five brothers. Let us take example. Five brothers are there, and they are living in a joint family. And one person is heading one organization, and remaining people are not working. They are thinking like, we have big organization. My big brother is running that particular organization, and we are getting ample money. Why I should work? I will get ready money. My brother is working, and it is of my it is our family's job, enterprise or business. So my big brother is doing everything. I will enjoy. So this is not a proper joint family system. This is a fake joint family system. Remember, one person is earning and remaining people are enjoying the fruits of it. Then definitely this is a fake joint family system. Try to understand. And this is happening in our country, developing country like us, uh, right? But a European country, if you take the example, especially joint family systems are not vague there. They have clarity. Even they don't have joint family system, but I always recommend to have joint family system. So it is better. But fake joint family system should not be there. And due to that, there is a big impact on entrepreneurship development. One person is earning and remaining people are enjoying fruits of it. So this is a fake joint family system. And what is the side effect of it? Obviously, that leader of that particular organization has to contribute some money to his brothers also, as they will claim like, this is my our organization, right? And obviously, who is getting impacted? Employee of that particular organization will get impacted. And money, who is working actually, they are not getting money, but those who are not working, they are enjoying the fruits of it. So social system definitely have impact on entrepreneurial development. Try to understand joint family system and fake joint family system. There is a big difference. So I given the example that family system should be a joint family system should not be a fake, and social system should be there. European country there is no joint family kind of system, but still there is a good growth of entrepreneurship development, right? So this is thing. So social system is also very important, which makes influence on entrepreneurial development in a society, and obviously in motivation also. Then next one is that our social setup. Next point is a social setup. How our social system setup is there? Our social setup of our India is hostile. Hostile means opposite. Hostile to all kind of entrepreneurship development. विरोधी है. कसा है? Let us take example education. Some society never give importance to education, to research, for training. We have big societies part. There are so many people in a society, and they never give importance to education. You may have also seen like some people are not ready to take education. They think like, we can do anything and we'll live for further many years, and they go to very bad ways, and they do something hazardous to society. Their activities are definitely hazardous to society. This is a social setup, not for all societies, but for some part of society. Some people are there, they never gives the importance to education. We need to motivate people for education in rural areas. Come to school, we'll give free of cost education, we'll give books to you, we'll give uniforms to you. So like that, motivation is required, right? So this is social setup. If people are not ready to take education, how they will become entrepreneur, or how they will do the research in new products, how they will take training, and how our entrepreneurship will grow? Definitely answer is no. If social setup is proper, if it is not hostile to nature of entrepreneurship, then definitely it will grow. So there are so many people in a society which not supposed to support to this kind of system. So this is getting affected, and some entrepreneur like you people have to motivate such kind of societies. Even caste system is there in our social setup. Caste system, still people are thinking like, I am from particular caste, so I have to start my enterprise related to that. Or somebody will say, I am not from that caste, why I should start my enterprise related to that particular product? I am from another caste, my caste job is something different. And in history we have discussed in first bit of our particular this chapter, history. So why that particular this caste system is made, we discussed last time. So caste system is not made for that, but this is the problem. And caste system is also getting affected due to for entrepreneurship development. This is the problem. Caste system is making effect on entrepreneurship development. People always think I am from that particular caste, so I will not do other caste job. And a majority of the product and jobs are divided to caste, right? So majority, I am telling. So this is the problem. So social setup is a little hostile to start entrepreneurship development. So try to understand this concept. Then next one is that cultural factor. So how culture should be there? Culture should be economic oriented, right? Culture should be social status attainment, social culture factor like prestige acquisition. Prestige म्हणजे समाजामध्ये मान सन्मान. So many people think काय करायचंय पैशाचं, right? So this is not proper culture. If we discuss about the European countries, yes, they have some negative factors. We have some positive. So positive factors we have to take from the European countries, especially related to culture of entrepreneurship development. We should be economic oriented. We should think like I have 100 rupees, how I can make 200 rupees of this within 1 month or within 2 months. We should be economic oriented. If you have 1000 rupees, how I can make 2000 within few months or few days, right? So it is not a plant like you will pour water to that particular money and you will get double money. You have to work. So culture should be developed like how money should be increased. Person culture should be like economic oriented. Person, everybody should be economic oriented. Social status attainment. समाजामध्ये मान सन्मान, लोकांना सर्व करायचं, डेफिनेटली लोक मान सन्मान देतील. सो दिस कल्चर शुड बी देअर. प्रेस्टीज ॲक्विजिशन. प्रेस्टीज म्हणून काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला, समाजामध्ये एक प्रकारचा मान असणं, समाजामध्ये एक प्रतिष्ठा असणं, अशा प्रकारचं कल्चर आपल्याकडे डेव्हलप करायला हवं, राईट? सो इट इज देअर बट इन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप डेव्हलपमेंट इट इज नॉट देअर. So cultural factor also affects a lot on entrepreneurship development. And then last part is that suspect personality. Suspect personality. Its meaning is that संशयास्पद म्हणतो आपण. Suspect means संशयास्पद. याचा अर्थ काय की एखादा व्यक्ती त्या व्यक्तीकडे संशयाने बघितलं जातं. Actually it is not that way affected by like 100%, but minor, there is a minor effect on entrepreneurship development. Entrepreneurs, many people look like संशयास्पद. कसं बघतात? संशयास्पद. म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल he is using manpower, he has a big loan, that's why he is using very big vehicle. So this kind of suspect few of all society is there. So entrepreneurs is looked upon like he is a suspect person. काहीतरी संशयाने बघितलं जातं. असं कसं होऊ शकतं, ह्याने काहीतरी कर्जच काढला असेल, right? So this is mindset of people, but it is affected in entrepreneurship development. So these are the factors which affect the entrepreneurship development. I have discussed many factors like economic factor, social factor, cultural factor, personal factor. So I will give 1 minute to think, you people, and I want to ask, like, other than this, do you identify like these are the factors which affects entrepreneurship development? So beyond that, there are so many factors. Like I have told, custom, tradition, social setup, rationality of society, raw material. There are so many problems, right? Obviously, due to problem, entrepreneurship is not grown. So I want to ask you people to write in a chat box like, sir, this is the factor which affects the entrepreneurship development. So take a 1 or 2 minutes and put in chat box like, sir, beyond this there are so many points. For exam point of view, I have discussed these factors sufficient for 7-mark question will be like that. What are the factors affecting or influencing on entrepreneurial development and motivation? All right. So these are the factors. Beyond that, if you identified any of the factor in your past or now you identified, so this is the point I think. So you can put here and we'll discuss once again, and otherwise we'll proceed within 1 minute to next bit. Yes, please. Have you understood the exercise? Small exercise. 1 minute time, 1 or 2 minute time you will get. Have you understood exercise? At least say yes, no. Okay. Arbaz, you understood the exercise? Very good. So I ask all the people to write like, sir, this is the factor. Let us take 1 or 2 minutes for this exercise. Yes, obviously you have to think already many points are there. You should not include your point, same point in a chat box. Yes, very good. Somebody is putting Bhushan Kumar. If there is no digital marketing, its affect on entrepreneurship development. Definitely, very good point. Yes, we'll discuss again one by one. Very good point. Then next, Pranay is telling lack of support from the family. Yes, society. Family support is not there. So yes, definitely. This is the factor, the social factor. Very good. Anybody else? Just think, remaining people. I would say remaining people are not listening then, or they are not present in a class that way. So it is important. This is a brainstorming kind of subject. Chandraprabha is telling capital and raw material. Exactly. We discussed here actually such a points. But I am expecting like, sir, beyond that, it is not mandatory that everybody should write. But at least beyond this point, I want to see that whether you found anything. Capital, yes. Capital and raw material, Chandraprabha, correct. Akshay is telling lack of favorable environment. Yes. Environment is not favorable. Very good. Muskan is telling market gap analysis. Okay. Somebody is telling, Srirang is telling lack of networking and negotiation skills. Very good. Yes, these are the factors which affects the entrepreneurship development. Yes, Gaurav is telling mindset of entrepreneur. Yes, correct. Ruturaj is telling separation from well-established companies. Exactly. There is a big pressure to potential entrepreneur like you. Big well-known entrepreneur may suppress. They may give negative impact of your product like that. They may suppress it by, or they may be demotivated to your employee and you. Very good. These are also factors which affect the entrepreneurship development. Yes, very good. I hope these people are listening very carefully and they are taking part. Yes, anybody else? So I liked one of the points. So all points are very good, but recent point Bhushan Kumar told like digital marketing kind of thing, right? This is a recent thing, right? Digital marketing is very recent thing, and earlier it was not there, and I have not discussed this point, and it is a part, right? Basic facility. It is comes under the lack of basic adequate facility. If digital marketing kind of facility is not available, how entrepreneurship will grow, how they will make marketing of their product. Very good, very good, nice points all of you have contributed here. So let us proceed to next bit. Separate bit which is not asked in examination before that. but a specific point is there, like role of culture in entrepreneurial development. Role of culture in a entrepreneurial development. So आपण इफेक्ट समजून घेतले, काय 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 गोष्टी इफेक्ट करतात एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप डेव्हलपमेंट वरती. सो दॅट डिस्कशन वी हॅव मेड, but special bit is there in syllabus, like role of culture in entrepreneurial development. Now there are many aspects are related to culture. So I would say first our culture. आपण म्हणतो संस्कृती, आपली संस्कृतीचा काय रोल आहे, नाही का, आपल्या समाजामध्ये संस्कृती एक वर्ड वापरला जातो मराठीमध्ये, आणि त्याचा काय रोल आहे एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप डेव्हलपमेंट होण्यामध्ये. दिस इज वन आस्पेक्ट ऑफ दिस डिस्कशन. And second aspect is that organization's culture. We always heard this particular word, like what is your culture of your organization, right? So organization's culture is also important, and our traditional culture, generally we call it as, so it is also important. So let us discuss both the cultures simultaneously. This question is not asked yet in examination, but for to write answer in a previous bit, this discussion will be helpful to you. What is the role of culture, right? So first thing is that motivation, right? So how was our culture, ancient culture? I have told our culture was related to entrepreneurship. We discussed in history of our entrepreneurship, like our all people were entrepreneur. They used to develop various product by using their creativity. They used to transport their product to other countries. This was our culture. Actually, we have to take motivation from this. Due to some reasons, that entrepreneurship its speed slowed down in the last few years. We know this, but we have to take this motivation from our culture, that our ancient people were entrepreneurs. They were having creativity. They used to develop various products. They used to sell in other countries, export in other countries, and they were rich, right? सोन्याचा धूर निघतो असं म्हणायचो आपण. So take some motivation from our culture, right? So this is very important aspect, that this is the first role, that getting motivated, or motivation is the role of culture. Motivating the people, right, for creativity, for establishing enterprise. This is the role of culture. Bringing openness in system. Which kind of system? Entrepreneurship system. It is not open that way. Every entrepreneur has his own secret, right? We always call it as a business secret, right? So everybody has their secret, but this is not open system actually. See, our ancient people were open to all. If somebody asked something, they used to tell frankly. But nowadays it is not like that. Even you go in an industrial visit, and if you ask to any engineer that how you are developing this product, what is the manufacturing process actually, how you make the composition of this material, so these secrets they will not disclose. Culture is changing, but actually culture role is that openness should be there in a organization. Openness should be there in a people, and everybody should start sharing to everybody knowledge. Everybody should share knowledge to everyone. This is the role of culture. आपली लोक तसे होते, ज्ञान देण्यासाठी, बरोबर ना, ज्ञान एकमेकांना हे करायचे, एकमेकांना द्यायचे. Especially other country, European country, अजिबात ओपन नाही आहेत. Even they are not ready to tell this solar related systems. They are not ready to share their electrical fuel secret, their any product we can say. So they are keeping secret for every product. So culture, this is a role. Culture should bring that openness. Bringing adaptability. See, Indian people especially are not adaptable. They are thinking, we'll go for easiest technology, we'll go for cheaper technology, right? So bringing adaptability in organization, in human power, culture will play a very important role. Then rewards. Role of culture is reward. Reward म्हणजे काय, आपण बक्षीस वगैरे म्हणतो, किंवा मिळालेला पैसा, जे काही काम करून आपल्याला पैसा मिळतो, तो रिवॉर्ड, त्याला रिवॉर्ड ही म्हणलेलं जातं. सो व्हॉट शुड बी डन विथ दॅट रिवॉर्ड? वेदर इट शुड बी इन्व्हेस्टेड समवेअर, or it should be enjoyed for something, or purchasing your small gadgets, equipments like that. Getting, so reward should be invested, right? Some part of reward should be used for your daily use, and some part should be used for reinvesting in organization for further improvement. This who will tell this? So culture, आपल्याकडे पूर्वीपासून म्हण आहे की थेंबे थेंबे तळे साचे, बरोबर. लोक आपली थोडा थोडा पैसा असलेला तो पैसा साठवून परत दुसऱ्या प्लॅन टाकतात, तिसरा प्लॅन टाकतात, लँड घेतात पुढच्या कंपनीसाठी. सो दिस इज रोल ऑफ कल्चर, लाईक हाऊ रिवॉर्ड शुड बी युज्ड. पैसा कसा वापरला गेला पाहिजे हे आपल्या संस्कृतीतून आपल्याला शिकायला मिळतं. Creating learning organization, this is a very very important role of culture. Like our organization should learn always. That environment should be created in a particular organization, that everybody should start learning. Many people think like after engineering no need to learn. Actually it is important to learn continuously, and that creating environment of learning in that particular organization is the role of culture. Removing religional barrier, especially in our country there are so many religions, right? Who will help to remove that barrier? Definitely culture will help. Organizational culture will help to remove such kind of regional barrier. And last one is that developing attitude and values. Obviously positive attitude and values like ethics, moral, culture will support to develop such kind of thing, right? So this is a role of culture. That way I have discussed in very small. This question was not asked, but try to understand, because everybody's culture, and you know this, right? Cultures are different, but you know well. Still I have told like this is the role of culture in developing entrepreneurship development. Getting, so small bit was there in exam. There was no any question till date, as it's very small part of previous bit, but it is mentioned separately. I hope you understood this particular bit, and let us move to last bit of this particular subject chapter, that is a classification and types of entrepreneur. There are so many types of entrepreneur, and we should know its types. But let us with the help of classification definitely will understand easily what is the meaning of this. Just a minute. Okay, so according to the type of business, according to type of business, there is a classification of entrepreneur. Let us discuss one by one. There are so many types of entrepreneur. In MCQ, this question was there. In final exam, this question was asked many times. For 7 mark, you have to write 5-6 classification according to so and so with explanation. So let us discuss one by one. Am I audible to everybody? Hello? Can you? Okay, I am audible.
Yes, sir.
No
Yes, sir.
problem. Actually, I am teaching from home today, so I am not guarantee my network, but I hope it is audible. In between, if noise, if I am not audible, then please call me or say something in chat box. Especially, you can talk immediately so that problem will be resolved. Okay, so according to type of business, the classification is there. So first type is there according to the type of business. According to the type of business. So many people will say, sir, how business entrepreneur, same word is there. So I want to say once again, nowadays people are using this word interchangeably. So business, entrepreneur, enterprise, business, same thing almost nowadays. So don't worry, but you understood the difference. Now, what is the meaning of business entrepreneur? First type of entrepreneur is a business entrepreneur. Business entrepreneur means what? The person who starts or think about the idea, and later on he bring his idea into reality, but he think for existing idea only. Getting? So person who thinks for existing idea, make it materialize and start, but for existing idea, right? Business entrepreneur always think for his idea is there, but definitely existing idea. Let us take example. Suppose printing press is there. Printing press, he want to start. Already existing things are there, right? Same thing. He will just purchase same machinery and he will start same job. Printing of banners, printing of invitation card, and like that. Getting? So that kind of person is a business entrepreneur. Somebody may start like a grocery shop or ready-made garment shop. A business entrepreneur. Already existing idea, business entrepreneur always have. He never think for creative. Yes, he's using some creativity, right? That's why he's called as an entrepreneur. Thinking for a new idea, obviously doing or who is already existing idea, it is also creativity, right? So this person is called as a business entrepreneur, right? Next type of entrepreneur is a trading entrepreneur. ट्रेडिंगचा अर्थ काय घेतो आपण? ट्रेडिंग म्हणजे व्यापारी वगैरे म्हणतो आपण, ट्रेडिंग एंटरप्रेनर. So such kind of entrepreneurs have only trading related, means manufacturing related activity they are never have. They don't go for manufacturing kind of thing. They always think for trading, means what? Selling that product. Who has already produced that product, collecting. आपण म्हणू शकतो त्याला एक चांगलं उदाहरण म्हणलं की आपण एक डीलरशिप वगैरे घेतो एखाद्याची, बरोबर? डीलरशिप, एक डीलर्स असतात स्पेशली. दे आर नॉट मॅन्युफॅक्चरर, बट दे हॅव देअर क्रिएटिव्हिटी. दे हॅव व्हेरियस पंप्स, दे हॅव व्हेरियस मशिनरीज इन देअर शॉप, राईट? व्हेरियस प्रोडक्ट, फॅन आहे, ब्लोअर आहे, इस्त्री आहे, राईट? दे आर नॉट प्रोड्युसर, बट दे आर ट्रेडिंग एंटरप्रेनर. गेटिंग? सो तुम्हाला सगळेच एंटरप्रेनर सारखे वाटतील, बिकॉज एंटरप्रेनर इज वन पर्सन, बट जस्ट कॅटेगराइज. वी हॅव that category, total bit is categorized into various part, and we have to understand how many types of entrepreneurs are there and which kind of entrepreneur I can become. Okay, I hope you understood trading entrepreneur. He's never interested in manufacturing of goods, but definitely selling that particular good. Next type of entrepreneur is an industrial entrepreneur. From name itself, it is telling industrial entrepreneur is always interested in a manufacturing of goods or product, right? He understands the need of customer and try to manufacture that product, and later on he know, like, if I have good product, definitely all people will start purchasing it. So industrial entrepreneur is a person who think always for manufacturing. He is interested in manufacturing, getting with quality manufacturing, and he never worry about the marketing of that product, because he knows if I produce my good quality product, then definitely there is a benefit to all the people. This is the one thing. Then next type of entrepreneur is a corporate entrepreneur. We have discussed the meaning of corporate entrepreneurship. Its meaning is that the entrepreneur who demonstrate his innovative idea or skills in existing organization and develop the new quality product or innovative product. So in already existing corporate, he go and he develop the product. So such entrepreneurs are called as a corporate entrepreneur. The next type of entrepreneur is a agricultural entrepreneur. Next type of entrepreneur is a agricultural entrepreneur. So its meaning is that person who starts the agricultural related activity, for example, marketing of crop, fertilizer, plantation, dairy, horticulture, बागकाम वगैरे म्हणतो आपण. So this type of entrepreneurs are called as a agricultural entrepreneur. Next entrepreneur is a retail entrepreneur. रिटेलचा अर्थ काय म्हणतो आपण? किरकोळ विक्रेते म्हणतो ना आपण, रिटेल. सो पर्सन हु सेल द प्रोडक्ट्स और गुड्स इन व्हेरी स्मॉल क्वांटिटी, सच पीपल आर कॉल्ड एज ए रिटेल एंटरप्रेनर. किरकोळ विक्रेते म्हणतो आपण. किरकोळ विक्रेते अगदी टनामध्ये मटेरियल आणायचं आणि पावशेरामध्ये विकायचं, लाईक दॅट. सो दीज आर द रिटेल एंटरप्रेनर. And last type of entrepreneur according to type of business is a service entrepreneur. So service entrepreneur always provide only service. They never do the marketing of anybody's product, they never manufacture anything, but they provide service. सेवा प्रोव्हाइड करतात. सेवा म्हणलं तर एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही म्हणू शकता, तुमच्या घरामध्ये गाडीला सर्व्हिसिंग करायला एखादा व्यक्ती येतो फोर व्हीलरला. So he is a service entrepreneur, right? He is not having any product, he is not selling anybody's product, but he is serving, right? He is giving service to product related to you. Getting? So this is a thing related to classification. Still there are so many classifications. Let me check any messages there from anybody. Some people shared later on. Okay, no problem. I thought. Yes, going on. Then next classification is there according to just a minute. We'll take next 2-3 classifications and then we'll stop. Okay. Then classification according to the use of technology. So who is using which technology, like that. So there are 3 types. First thing is that technical entrepreneur. So technical entrepreneur is a person who use his only technical thing in his organization. He always focus on technology. He manufacture the product, no issue, but always focus on the technology. Person is a technical entrepreneur. Non-technical entrepreneur never think for the technical. He always think like, I will focus on marketing. Let us use a older technology, but we'll sell our product by focusing on marketing. We'll do strong marketing of our product. We'll convince the people in the society. So such people are non-technical entrepreneur. And last part is there, that is a professional entrepreneur. Professional entrepreneur means these people are establishing their enterprise, but they are not interested to run the organization. Then what they are doing with that organization? They are selling that organization to somebody else. These are the professional entrepreneur. Means if you start one company, that person is not interested to run that organization, that company. He want to sell that company to somebody. And after selling, he want to start another new. He want to establish another one, and he want to sell again second company also. Means that professional entrepreneur never interested in running any organization. He is really interested in establishing a organization and selling to somebody and earning money through that, and again establishing new one. Right? Such entrepreneurs also there in the market. So professional entrepreneur means a person is never interested to run the organization, but he is interested in selling that organization and establishing a new one. So this is a professional entrepreneur. The next one is that classification according to motivation. Classification according to motivation. So now there are 4 types. That is a pure entrepreneur. Pure entrepreneur means what? Person who is psychologically motivated that I want to start something and I want to create something. See, who is a pure entrepreneur? Person who is always thinking like psychologically interested. Psychological means positive psychological effect, not negative, right? So this person is psychologically motivated, like I want to create something. I want to start my own. I want to create something. I want to serve the society. Such kind of motivation. Such people are pure entrepreneur. Then next one is that induced entrepreneur. What is its meaning? Induced entrepreneur means person who is motivated by government policy. आपण म्हणतो subsidy आली. So such a people, person who is interested in गव्हर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज अँड ड्यू टू दॅट ही इज इंडुस्ड. इंडुस्ड म्हणजे प्रेरित होणे, की तो प्रेरित कसा झाला गव्हर्नमेंटच्या पॉलिसीने. सो पर्सन हू इज गेटिंग मोटिवेटेड बाय गव्हर्नमेंट पॉलिसी स्कीम सबसिडीज, such a people are called as a induced entrepreneur. Next one is that motivated entrepreneur. Motivated entrepreneur means person who really motivated to earn the money and serve the society, right? So such a people are called as a motivated entrepreneur. And last type is a spontaneous entrepreneur. Spontaneous entrepreneur means what? Person who use his natural talent to become entrepreneur. That entrepreneur is called as a spontaneous entrepreneur. Natural talent means what? Suppose one person started creating or developing a statue of Vithala. He is having talent to develop statues, right? He is having skill, he is having that knowledge. This is natural talent, right? So many people have natural talent, like everybody is having capacity. Somebody is able to draw very nice pictures, paintings. Somebody is able to develop some good statues. Somebody is able to develop machineries. A natural talent, everybody has some natural talent, right? So I request you people to develop some natural talent, or actually it is not possible to develop, but already it is with you. So identify such a natural talents and become a spontaneous entrepreneur, right? Still there are some classifications, we'll discuss next time. So I hope it's almost 2:28. I request A division students to put your number once only. Many people are putting twice, thrice. Only A division, in between B division should not be there. It is very difficult to put the attendance then. A division people, put within 1 minute and exit after putting your number. Next time we'll discuss again. Only A division, only A division, A division people. Anybody remain from A division? Anybody else? Yes, still few people are there. Anybody from A division? Anybody? Okay, now B division, please put your number. Only B division, now no A division person. I will download this Excel also.